Jack helped Jenny put on her oxygen tank, then asked, "Did you wear underwear today?" Jenny shook her head. It's not cold enough for that. She was a deep-sea diver who had to plunge into icy waters every day to inspect and repair the hulls of massive ships. On this particular day, Jenny was clearing debris from a propeller when disaster struck without warning. The propeller suddenly started up, and its powerful suction yanked her toward it with tremendous force, as if she would be torn apart any second. Jenny swam desperately backward and luckily managed to grab onto a railing, narrowly escaping death. She quickly removed her diving equipment and jammed it into the propeller, which finally allowed her to escape. The moment Jenny got back on the ship, she headed straight for the control room and punched the operator hard. But that was it. After all, when you take this kind of paycheck, you accept this kind of risk. Jenny's sister Anna was also a diving enthusiast, and during their vacation, the two decided to go diving together. They drove to their destination, and while resting, a falling rock knocked out their campfire. Jenny leaned her equipment against the rock wall to prevent it from getting damaged. Then both women set up their radios, put on their diving suits, and jumped into the ocean. After swimming for a while, they reached deeper waters. That's when two massive orcas slowly approached them. Jenny said they meant no harm, and even waved hello to them. Sure enough, the orcas just looked at them curiously, but before long, they suddenly seemed startled and swam away. Before the sisters could figure out what was happening, a huge boulder crashed into the sea and pinned Jenny down at lightning speed, dragging her toward the ocean floor. Without hesitation, Anna dove down after her. When she reached the bottom, Jenny's voice came through the radio saying she was trapped under the massive rock and couldn't move. Anna swept her flashlight around and saw rocks everywhere. She'd have to search through them one by one. After searching for what felt like forever, she finally found Jenny trapped beneath the boulder. She tried desperately to move the massive rock, but it wouldn't budge an inch while their oxygen was rapidly running out. Jenny told her to light several glow sticks and place them around the area, then send up a marker buoy for positioning. After doing this, Anna had no choice but to return to the surface to find equipment for the rescue, but she had to stop 3 meters below the surface for 3 minutes to decompress. Once the decompression was complete, Anna surfaced and climbed back to shore, only to discover that a rock slide had occurred while she was underwater. All their belongings were buried under rocks, except for the radio they'd left on the shore. She contacted Jenny and learned there were backup oxygen tanks and a car jack in the vehicle. They could use the jack to lift the boulder. Anna rushed to where they'd parked and smashed the car window with a rock, opened the door, and sure enough found 2 oxygen tanks. But the jack was in the trunk, and when she tried to cut through the back seat to get to it, she failed. She then tried smashing it with rocks, but that didn't work either. With no other choice, she could only grab the 2 oxygen tanks and head back to find Jenny.